Hello, my name is Jorge Hernandez. I am going to talk about the privacy of the Internet of Things related to the framework of Chile. I present myself. I study telematic engineering at the University of Santa Maria on Valparaiso. And we're going to talk about different aspects of the laws in Chile. These laws are a framework, a margin of the personal data on the different topics present in the Internet of Things, like as medical data, the data of the financial process, and the data between Internet communication. Additionally, we're going to see uh, uh, related work uh, in United States, United Kingdom, and European Union. Uh, in the decade of the 2000, we have seen how the internet have increased the users and of the world. In Chile, the people who have internet increased than the 70%, uh, and all the information who they give not, voluntarily to the internet uh, is exposed to everyone. So with this laws, we're going to with this work we're going to see how the law uh, can protect or can assume some aspects about their data, their information. Our methodology is a, a research about the different uh, laws present in Chile uh, or are in function approved by the Congress. These laws are four, and the first of these are the General Law of Telecommunications, who describes the communications or the telecommunications as all the sending data between two points separated in geography, but don't get some clear about the very smaller distances, like the different elements in a smart home or something, or in a restaurant, for example, or a square. Uh, this law allows to the internet service providers to preserve the privacy for the users and don't give the information for third parties. But uh, they have the capability to to see the data for the uh, between two points, even when they cannot modify, because it's against with the rights of the person. The next law, the 19496 about the spam, says different things. Uh, Avoiding uh, allows, I'm sorry, this law allows the spam for the different companies. If you are going in a work in a mall, uh, all the companies can send to you data and collapse your smartphone, and even when you can unsubscribe, they can create a new a mail account or a different protocol or something, and send to you the information one time at the time when they want. About the law of protection of data of the user, the personal information, in case of the medical data, this law, the 19628, is about to preserve the information and characteristic of the patients, with all their ethnicity, ideology, political and religious opinions, state of their physical and mental health, and others. These are the main relation of the trust between the doctor and the patient relationship, constituted and contained by a professional secrecy, and therefore are covered under the law. About the financial data, this same law allows to the bank to get secure the data of the user, but only about concern about the topics of the numbers, for a way to say it, but all of the other attributes of a user is public. For example, their full name, your personal ID, profession, activity, educational title, address, date of birth, electoral address, and create a database with this information is very easy. For say something, and it's possible for a third part get all this information and contrast with your public networks, your social networks, for expose yourself and attack yourself or your family. According to patient data, the law 284 regarding the clinical file details in case of, in some case can this data could be lifted only by authorized by a judge, heirs or legal representative in some specific cases. For the discussion about the spam and publicity, as I say, is very critical because it's fully legal. In case if you have some smart objects, they can contact your IP, seeing what are devices are connected, and interact with them. In case about the man of the middle in Chile, the ISP, the Internet Service Provider, can have a listing of your authorized IP address ranges, and they can record the IP numbers for the connections made by its subscribers for a time not less than 1 year. In all of this, the ISP, even when they are according the law 19628, they need to preserve the information for a year, but it's not clear about the possibility of elimination past that this year. Maybe the information is stored in a database, sell it, or who know what. With respect to the interceptions and recording decree, it provides a regulation that provides of telecommunication services will comply with them within the period and form established with a respected office by the court can note the case. Uh, According to the medical data in Chile, have a set of cases when the personal data can be exposed, but don't say anything about a third part who is seeing your data, storing your data, or taking actions with your data. About the privacy on business in Chile, the financial data is and the buyings or others is only allows for the bank's applications in the in their smartphones. Seeing this, a smart object who interact with the business buying or selling something will need to interact with these applications to uh, operate. Uh, about the United States, in the United States, they have freedom for uh, work, dialogue, express his opinions, and these rights are passed to the internet rights. The ITU, the International Telecommunication Union, says the 90% of the person in the United States have used internet until 2011. This is a very huge cipher, and for the next years is very easy to get to the 9% to complete the 100. The information in the United States is possible access for by the governance about for the national defense uh, according if a threat external threat or attack or organized crime who is contacting and just confabulating to attack to the others citizens. And that's, in that case, the uh, the United States can provide the permission to investigate only by a court. About the study and the United Kingdom, this study released in 2020 and 16 saying that the information of the users are in the smart objects are very low in their uh, explanation for the users. The personal data is not very clear how they manage, they store it, how the users can delete his personal information, and how the users can contact with the providers. Uh, uh, the this study uh, for the provided by the Global Privacy Enforcement Network exists the organization since 2010, integrating 39 countries. But Chile is not member of this organization. Uh, about the Eu-ropean Innovation Partnership on Smart Cities and Communities, uh, the, their analysis different potential actions to give to improve their cities to get a hub to convert a normal city on a smart city. For example, having a strategy, an implementation plan, uh, getting innovation zones, integrating a regulatory process, having smart city networks who can contact the different stakeholders like energy, telecommunications, and transport, and some others. The initiatives need some preconditions, and I say some to explain how Chile can improve their laws to get access to a set of framework to all his citizens. For example, need about the authorities in the local, regional, and national ministries can be aligned to considering zones, uh, different regulations, and getting access for the developers to different projects for promote a smart city strategy. Need coordinate the research organizations like the university, the private companies, and the stakeholders, because all are connected in the future. If a solution is part for just only a member of this, the that law cannot be applied to the others, and in important case, the citizens and the non-government organizations, who they should be informed about as well as actively included in the process, because they provide the data for improve the database and get the, the test for improve this hub to a new generation for a city. The main goals are to increase the number of cities, uh, ensuring a stable environment means regulations and policies. And the other goal are creating a testing environment that allows and support innovative concept business models and a huge etc. according to test all these projects for the different uh, developers. In conclusion, this video is a resume for the document who provides a view and of and a set of the actual laws and a quick view about the how in other places in the world uh, are managing this topic. Uh, I hope in a near future uh, all the stakeholders, citizens and companies, uh, universities and uh, parliamentaries act as a one and get a new framework for the Internet of Things. But in Chile, have a commission in the Congress who determines what are important. And in all the 2016, don't have a session about this topic. I hope in the near future can avoiding this topic and uh, can we incorporate these different actors to talk uh, and set an agreement for the data analysis for the these topics where I mentioned and new other ones according the the reality of the uh, present in Chile. I hope if you are seeing this video, this can be a resume, and this can be a motivation for explore this concern on the uh, public and social concerns, because even when they don't have the public concern now, is clearly when a person attacks the our personal life or house when we are in holidays, uh, who need more laws, strong laws, who can provide security for us. Uh, in Chile, only have some laws who tangential have a participation of the personal data or third parts, but is uh, very behind the main countries developers, and the internet and the information is allowing uh, to anyone get access, saying that anyone, a criminal, can improve some different technical elements what are restricted in Europe using here, and is allowed because the law is very softly. I don't know the reality in your country, but it's very concerned, at least for me. So, okay, uh, I hope you enjoy this video. I'm sorry for my English, and this is all for today. Uh, Thank you very much for seeing.